Manitoba, Rusty Report. The Rusty Report, we have broken the news. Oh, they're getting snarly. They are backed into a corner. They have painted themselves with their full exoneration bullshit into a very tight corner, and the paint fumes are getting thicker and thicker, people. They are going loco. Hannity says, mainstream media pushed vaguely sourced hysteria. Vaguely sourced hysteria is the New York Times and the Washington Post, yes, finding out that the Mueller report is not what Bill Barr, the heat miser, says it is. Aha! People who worked for Mueller have leaked. Ooh. People who have worked for Mueller have leaked that the Mueller report is actually very bad for individual one. It does not exonerate him 100% at all. No. What? In fact, we need to keep it super duper top dog secret because it is an explosive Nixon tape level of demagoguery and treason to the national security interests of the United States of America, the likes of which we have never seen, people. Rusty T. Hello, what else? I was going to show you another one of my guitars that I made. This is a bass I made. I found the body. What you do is you can put these fenders together from a bunch of different parts you find all over the place into one perfect guitar. See, so this is the bass I made. I found this Ollie White fucking nitro beautiful Telecaster bass body. Right? And I got a neck from Warm Off. And I finished it in True Oil, and it's a Telecaster bass neck. Right? And then I put some quarter pounders on there and some stuff like that, some fancy hardware. And it looks kind of like Mike Dirt's bass from Green Day, yes. But that's what you do is you build your Fender guitar, your Strat, your Tele, or whatever from parts that you get that are better than the ones Fender makes. And anyway, how many people, by the way, are getting run over by 18-wheelers that we need a lawyer commercial for people who have been run over by 18-wheelers? People have even run over by an 18-wheeler than John Thomas Henry's your lawyer. What the fuck is going on out there, y'all? Can we just go back up a little and give the 18-wheeler guys driving lessons or something instead of paying people to make these stupid, irritating commercials? Maybe put a few more rest areas in, possibly, to alleviate the sleep deprivation problems people do see. What else? The border crisis. Oh, the border crisis. National emergency has been postponed for a year. Yes, by tweet fiat. We got the individual one, after all his whining about closing the border and saying he would absolutely close the border this week if Mexico didn't take care of the heroin tape rapers. And he drives everyone crazy as shit. They're all gobbling their Ambien now. And now it's border? What border? What is this border you speak of, huh? Yesterday, he tweets yesterday, okay, as per all this border stuff, we're going to postpone the border closing a year and see how Mexico does. And we're going to issue a few guidelines and then bring in a few people. What the fuck? Now that we actually have a humanitarian border crisis created by this guy, he calls it off. The national emergency, remember? And isn't the government supposed to be shutting down again? What happened to that clock? We were just in a temporary stay of that stupid government shutdown of his. We still are, in fact, but nobody cares. It's a national emergency, and the government is in a shutdown temporary mode. What's going on? I'm talking about the deadline. What happened? Oh, and he says, He says we are going to charge a 25% tariff on cars, and then if that doesn't stop the heroin, maybe in a year we'll shut down the Mexican border. Oh, and he says my dad was Adolf Hitler. Did I mention that? How is the government running now anyway? They just watch TV and tweet, right? That's it. Does anyone in the current administration have a clue? No, we are in a country that's like a Boeing jet plane with a robot servo trying to crash us with stupid artificial intelligence, and we're just all going, what do we do? What do we do? And this robot is just going, tweeting and crashing the United States, and we're like, we don't know what's going on even. And the 25th Amendment is just sitting there waiting. You just get the guys in the cabinet together, that guy from Dancing with the Stars and all those people, and they sign a piece of paper and we're done. You get a straight jacket or a gay jacket or whatever, you have that one ready, and you just do it, and it's over, and we move on. The 25th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, a beautiful, incredible document. Have you read it, people? A lot of cool stuff. A lot of words about freedom and every man being created equal in the content of your character and all. Just read it. So a couple days ago, individual one was going to shut down the border. And he said, let's release the beautiful new Mueller report that exonerates me completely. But now 2 days later, forget Mexico, and you cannot see the report. What the fuck are we doing here? The system is broken. You have a person in charge who is completely insane. He lives in Twilight Zone of his own creation, and we have become pawns in his stupid Game of Thrones, Little Finger, Media Meltdown, March Madness, Mar-a-Lago, Malware, Chinese, Chuck Todd, Boeing breakdown. Thanks! The media is just as complicit as the only reason I'm doing the news is to provide some context, some perspective. We no longer have context. We have a bunch of millennial media gulping up every word, every tweet. There's no law. There's no justice. People get to walk unless you try to get your retarded kid into college. Then you go to jail. What has become of this country? What has happened? Do you see people? Are you that mesmerized by the Voice and the Idol and the Golden Globes and the Oscar? Or are you getting cancer from all of the wind turbines? Anywho, what else? The vice president wants to go to the moon. He wants to go to the moon now, and by any means necessary. He says the moon now. Well, I can't say as I blame him. What else? CNN was reporting how Russia is taking over the Arctic. They have a fleet of nuclear icebreakers. They're growing their military presence in the Arctic. Up there, they put 420 infrastructure buildings in already and 5 military bases, all completely unchallenged. A complete takeover of the North Pole by Russia. They've captured Santa Claus, and there will be no Christmas this year, or you'll get a potato or something. What else? Oh, I was thinking of getting a Whitaker patent or something for this coffee machine idea / water pick. You just clean your teeth with a constant stream of coffee, and it makes you doing your teeth fun the longer you do it. Okay. What else? Well, the kid who says he was Timothy Plitzen. The kid that got kidnapped 8 years ago, turns out it's not him. And they show the photo of this guy, Brian Reaney, and he looks nothing like the kid from 8 years ago who would be 14. He was 6, he would be 14. But this guy's way too old for starters. He's got a beard and black hair and a big scar and a hunk. And it's just it's just this kid fucking around. And they show his brother, or they have his brother on the news all morning. Yeah, he always does crazy stuff like this, but usually not this big. Yeah, it's been a giant national news story for a couple days. Holy shit. And this guy would have been 14 years old, and the whole time they did a DNA test. This guy has a beard, and he's old, and how did this become news? The fake news, it gets worse and worse. Don't pay it attention. What else? Good God, what else? The Austin Chronicle. The Austin Chronicle got a little smaller this week, like an inch smaller. I blame the Russians. What else? The demon crap presidential candidates are at some convention courting the black voters. Well, that's easy. How hard can that be? The guy I'm running against wants to kill all of you, and he's bragging and his dad was Hitler, okay? Boom! And it turns out, no surprise, Beto was the standout from the whole crowd with his comments that Trump is like Hitler and he talks like we are in Nazi Germany. Yes! They were going crazy on the news. They're going like, is that okay for him to say? And they go, well, it's true. I told you, Beto, you're going to love this guy. Straight up, punk rock Beto. What else? Boeing found a second software glitch. Great. People, can we agree that robots with artificial intelligence flying planes is not a good idea? Don't even get me started on driverless cars. People, this is a degree of idiocy that will drive me out of this beautiful country. I will not give my life over to these artificially intelligent robots. I don't trust them. And now with good reason, it is the same exact issue that Boeing is having now that Google faces with these stupid driverless cars. A dumb idea driven by corporate greed. You think being run over by an 18-wheeler is bad? Try it when a robot steps out of the cab afterwards. Are they going to put robots in jail, or the car, or say a driverless car kills someone? Do we put it in jail? Or what do we do to teach it a lesson? Can you teach a robot a lesson? Apparently not. And that's the problem, people. No robot planes, okay? No robot cars. It is madness. It's millennial madness. It's all part of the same rip in the fabric of the universe that happened a couple of years ago, but it's okay. I have some hemp thread and a needle to fix it, and a Tom Brady football needle. We're going to sew it back up so it all makes sense for you. It's funny how tax returns have become sacred, right? Like any one of you people ever had any chance at all or any control of your tax returns? The IRS famously has always done what it wants to do. But suddenly now tax returns are private, sacred things. When did this all happen? Tax returns are just that. They aren't things you can weaponize. People having dealt with the tax department for 4 or 5 decades, I can tell you, no, you cannot hide your tax returns. That is not a thing. There is no logical argument to protect individual one from the full release. The full release! What else? I'm starting to feel like if I don't get Lifelock, they will mess up my computer. That's how it works, right? Jay Leno, the shakedown, fuck you. I got to drink some rusty tea. So I can calm down. But the POTUS has appointed Herman Cain, along with Stephen Moore, to the Fed board. What is this, the new Hollywood Squares? Herman Cain, Shucky Ducky Herman Cain, no way, the pizza guy. Pizza, little pizzas on big tea. Oh my God, he had tried to run in 2012. Herman Cain, he's creepy as shit, and he had to drop from the race because of multiple sexual harassment claims. Yeah, this will work out perfectly in the hashtag MeToo era. HermanPizza Cain, why not? What else? Mackenzie Bezos is now the world's 4th richest woman, right after Walmart lady, after her divorce settlement from Jeff Bezos, $35 billion. Has she announced she's running for president yet? Stay tuned, or will Mackenzie Bezos be Beto's VP? Beto Bezos 2020. Stay tuned. Okay, American Idol update. I've been a big fan of Alejandro Aranda and his amazing guitar, great voice. And of course, Lacey K. Booth, who did Cheap Trick, and she's super hot, and he's got a big butt, but I love fucking big weight COTA! Oh yeah, this guy's trying to rattle shit. Check his performance of All I Want, my COTA line to close the top 20. A Star is Born indeed. Wade, if you're watching, or one of your friends, you must perform Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf. I beg you, Wade, COTA, please. Good luck. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. And like a sinner before the gates of heaven, I'll come crawling on back to you. And like a sinner before Wade COTA. By the way, if we get any more demon presidential candidates, we're going to run out of town halls. Jesus Christ, who the hell is next? Swalwell's going to announce on Colbert next week. Creepy Joe Biden, Joe Robinette. Creepy Joe Robinette.